Hello, everybody. My audience, the world of above. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about pickleball because I'm bound to make at least one video about it. I mean, I might get many videos about it, but I doubt I'll ever get that far within my current channel state. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But here's my current opinion on this video, so don't take this to, here's his solid opinion, here's Bob's solid opinion on pickleball, and how he thinks it sucks, or something, I don't know. But just to let you know, I am not a pro tennis fan with this criticism, and I am not a pro table tennis fan, although I do look like a game of good table tennis. And I've never really played like actual tennis except when I was 7 or 8. But I have played table tennis recently, and when I mean recently, I mean yesterday. At least the recording of this video. The recording of this video is going to be released the same day. This video is going to be released the same day of this recording. Not on the same hour, obviously, because I gotta figure out if I gotta actually release it or not, but here we are. Anyway, pickleball. Pickleball is a sort of like in between, like it got the idea of table tennis in it, but it still wants to be like on the ground tennis. However, it's smaller, so it doesn't take as much physical effort, but it still takes some physical effort, like quite a bit of physical effort. So there's that, but I don't know the exact rules, so I'm going to provide the link below on an accurate video about it. Like, just like some stuff more on this topic related to it anyway. Or maybe not, I don't know. It's all in, well, your past now, if you're watching this in the far distant future, where everybody's ruled by the AI overlords. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just don't see this sport getting as popular as the news said it was. I just don't hear a lot about pickleball anymore. Like, it was everywhere during 2020 and 2021. Like, I get it, it's the Scarlet 20s. You're bound to have some weird sport that's gonna be really, really popular, okay? But if it does see a resurrection, I do not see it, like, really making it past the 2030s. Although, it's a possibility, you never know, like, how it was with, basketball. People didn't really see it coming out with the fame, but then it blew up because of Michael Jordan and whatever. And then after that era, nothing really much happened. And then LeBron James came into the basketball world. And it's been big ever since. You know? And it still is. Who knows? Maybe pickleball will have, like, when you think of that guy, you think of that sport kind of guy or lady or whatever. I don't know exactly how that sport works. So there's that. Well, anyway, when I say it sucks, I just mean, like, it's just trying to be tennis. Like, I'm not even a tennis fan, and I know, like, they're basically just making a smaller copycat version. It's basically saying, oh, you can copy my homework, just don't make it noticeable. That's basically what they're saying. Like you ever been in class and someone like lets you copy their homework, but you have to do it in a way that, obviously wouldn't try to get you in trouble or something like that. That's what pickleball feels like. It feels like that guy who got in trouble because he copied somebody else's work, you know, like that kind of thing. And it's not the best. I got this light. But it's not the best kind of thing to go for. However, maybe if it starts gaining like its own audience compared to just former tennis fans, that'd be better if it had its own fan base and its own actual set of rules, you know. But I do see things like it getting popular, but I don't see it being in like the top 5 popular, at least not in this decade. Who knows, maybe in the 2030s or 2040s, we'll see pickleball, the number 1 sport in Canada or something. In Canada, United States, and Mexico. Biggest sport in North America and across the world, outbeating soccer, like that kind of thing. And if you want to know perspective on my things, I'm American Canadian, if you want to be specific. Well, anyway, back onto what the topic. The topic at hand. Pickleball is a sport, but it's not like a sport. Like it's a sport, but it's not like an actual sport. Like there's not too much thinking involved. Like there is thinking, there is planning, there is rules to it, obviously, like any sport can be. It just is how it is. If it wasn't a sport, it probably wouldn't have rules, But still, it's just like, man, you're just not that great. But in the future, potentially, not in this decade though, not here in the Scarlet 20s or whatever, the 2020s, as some people like to say, I don't see it becoming like this big thing where everybody is obsessed with it and whatever, like it's just not gonna age well too much if you do it wrong. But it has potential, but I don't see it like becoming huge at the moment. And it was everywhere for a while. And the reason why I say it, because I don't see it becoming huge, like I should have explained earlier, the news is dead silent on it. And they've been dead silent for the past, I want to say, 3 or so years. Pickleball was everywhere, man. Like, it was almost everywhere in the sports world. And it was dominating by storm. And then all of a sudden, like, all the other niche sports like Gaga Ball or Bell and Run, which is where it's like you try to avoid it's like a tagging sport, but you try to avoid getting tagged by ringing the bell. It's a little complicated. Well, anyway, how should I say? That sport is not exactly for everyone, so there's that. However, it does have potential to be good. I just don't really see, at least by current standards, I don't really see it becoming like this big sports thing where they make so many movies about it that you kind of get lost in just that one category alone. Like what they do with baseball or basketball or gridiron football, or soccer. There's that too. But still, it's just like, and I guess hockey. But I just don't really see that becoming a big thing. But who knows? Maybe I'm all wrong, or maybe I'm completely right, and it's an actual sport for people who think they're better because they don't play tennis. Okay. But it's just whatever, man. It's like, it's not really gonna make me want to get into sports too much, anyways. I mean, don't get me wrong, sports is still a big thing in this world. In your world, I don't know, but anyway, it's just I don't see it pickleball becoming like in people's heads. Like, yeah, there's always going to be like that one guy of any sport that's like, I've been dedicated to this my whole life, and this will be my whole thing ever be, and this is the only thing I'll ever have. Like, yeah, every sport's got those, but pickleball is like, you could, but even if you do, you're only gonna have it to a certain amount, and yeah, because of certain rules, it can make it updated. However, at some point, it goes from being, this is an old sport, we're going to keep going, we have a long, colorful history, to when we get to a certain degree, it becomes a literal different sport every couple of decades or so. Like how WWE changed, like WWF changed WWE or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah. Like, yeah, you could adjust to change, but then would it still be the same sport? Would you still want to play that game if it is completely different from how it used to be? I don't know. I mean, yeah, obviously you're going to have to modernize it to fit with that times, or fit with this decade or later decades. But still, it's just like, there's a fine line between you just, updating it, keeping the technology like the latest upgrade or something. There's a difference between that and like changing the sport to the degree where it's no longer what it originally was. Like the idea of being like, oh, it's just a simpler version of tennis. It goes from that to being its own thing entirely. Like, you still have to at least stick to some of your roots because that's what you're based off of. I mean, yeah, you still need to be your own separate sport because that's quite literally what you are. You're your own separate sport. But like a language connected to a family tree, you can't exactly just leave the tree because you want to leave the tree. You gotta, yes, be your own leaves or be your own root, but be your own branch. But you still have to be connected to the rest of the tree in order to do that. You can't just go, oh, we're gonna be our own tree now. Because unless tennis is for some reason a sport that people just forget and nobody remembers until centuries later, you're not gonna be the tree. You're gonna always have to be a branch of the tree and have your own branches, which is like, I don't know, people making their own versions of pickleball. They're like their own sports off of pickleball, like how baseball was based off of cricket, or how American football or gridiron football was based off of rugby. Those kind of things. It goes back and forth, but still, it's like, you just gotta be aware of that so that way you don't go down towards the route where it's like you're forgotten about within a year. But I think it's mostly quiet right now because there's probably nothing too big. However, I am in the time of the 2025 Super Bowl. I'm a couple days away, so there's that. And you guys can let me know in the comments if you want to, your opinions about this, or whatever, or what you think about the Super Bowl, specifically the Super Bowl of 2025, NFL, or just any topic in general, as long as it's like, something that's like you actually want to talk about. That kind of thing. Or you're really passionate about, or you have questions for me, or questions for yourself, or whatever. Just maybe ask, or you don't have to ask, just or give answers if you want to. But yeah, I don't have nothing much else to say either than maybe I'm right and it is a failed sport, or maybe I'm wrong and it becomes the next world's big thing. I don't know. Well, anyway, like I said, if you want to speak your opinion, you're free to do so. There's nothing holding you back. I believe in freedom of speech, so obviously it's whatever. Well, anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, because I should have made this like a 9-minute video, but it ended up being like 15-16 minutes, so we're actually 17 minutes. But anyway, yeah, I really should probably end this video because it's way longer than I guess it should be. Well, anyway, yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Bye!